First off, love this energy. Tough, no nonsense, brutal. It's working. Secondly, how would you feel if I said Minneapolis, Money in the Bank, you, Piper Niven, in the ring, making magic happen?
What's the catch?
No catch. I just think we should reward a superstar who has earned a big opportunity with the big stage.
That's definitely a catch.
Then why are you sweating?
Okay, fine. You want the truth? You terrify me. These days, whenever I'm within about 20 feet of you, I just naturally and instinctively clench. So I thought, maybe if you had a reason to like me, it would make it less likely that you'd take out all your inner turmoil on my outer face. Plus, you deserve it. Truly. So what do you think? Money in the Bank?
I should have struck fear into your heart earlier. I want the match.
Great. It'll be great. Cap is where it's at. So we're good, right?
As long as you stop sniveling.
We'll try.
We've got a last-minute change, making a big night even bigger, as Money in the Bank is also homecoming night here in Minneapolis for legend and three-time champion Molly Holly.
Everyone loves a homecoming, everyone loves a comeback. And for these fans to get both those things in one, what the hell?
What was that all about?
Can we get some help out here?
What's Justin?
Don't you look awfully proud of yourself?
I would have been happy to do my fighting in the ring. It wasn't my decision to take that option away.
Ugh, this is exactly the kind of free-for-all indie nonsense I tried to beat out of you back in the PC.
Guess you're not as good of a mentor as you thought you were.
Are you under the impression this attitude is going to help you?
The only impression I'm under is that I deserve a seat at the table. And if WWE management wants to kowtow to some decrepit dinosaur parading around like she still has a place in the ring, I'm happy to show that dinosaur the door.
I assure you, Molly Holly is very anxious to show you just how much of a place she still has in the ring. And despite my own history with her, so am I.
Fine. Why don't I grab Rhea Ripley and we make it a foursome? She and I can kill two old birds with one stone.
Huh, we'll see. Those two old birds will be very happy to wipe that smug smile off your face. See you in the ring.
Tonight, I proved a point about who still has a place in WWE. Ever since I stepped foot here, I've been bombarded with endless praise for the so-called legends. We love them. We adore them. We hold banquets in their honor. But at some point, every banquet has to end. And yet, there are some legends here in WWE who refuse to get up from the table. They finished their meal, had some dessert, polished off a cup of coffee or two, even paid the bill. Do they care that others are waiting for their chance to sit down? Do they care that the staff wants to leave? No. They just sit there, blissfully unaware of everything going on around them. These rotten relics don't even know.
What the heck?
Beth Phoenix couldn't stand any more of the disrespect.
It looks like Beth wants to settle this right now.
You just can't help stirring the pot, can you?
I'm just fighting for what's mine.
That wasn't a criticism. Just remember, you're facing someone who's forgotten more about wrestling than half the roster's ever known. Now that you've got her angry, make sure you finish the job.
Not gonna be a problem. I'm gonna make her dream of retirement.
Yeah. Show the glamour's on, it's time for her to get glamour gone.
Good one. And that's the plan.
Hey, I'm in a bit of trouble. Think you could help me out?
Is it something you should be talking to your parole officer about? I'm kidding. Besides, I'm no snitch. What's up?
Rhea was going to have my back in my match with Johnny Gargano, but Mommy had some other business come up. Think you'd be able to be in my corner?
Supporting you? I could, but I've also got a lot of respect for Rhea. I may call the shots around here, but Poppy doesn't cross boundaries like that.
Don't make it weird. This was Rhea's idea.
Let me think on it. I'll get back to you.
Yes, sir. Think you could help me by being in my corner for my match with Johnny Gargano?
All right then.
One
But
of
you
them
don't
not
get
getting
it
forced
twisted.
into.
Just because I'm in your corner doesn't mean I'm gonna be doing the heavy lifting in your match.
I understand.
You better. I'm not kidding about this. You roll with me, I'm gonna make sure you don't embarrass us.
Yes, sir.
That's more like it.
I'm not one to mince words or waste time getting to the point. Not when there's so much destruction and chaos to bring to WWE. I made an example out of my last victim, and I'll make an example of anyone who stands in my way. Of anyone who stands in Papi's way. Because she's the daddy I never had.
Hard Irish whip into the corner.
Poppy is certainly teaching Caden Carter a lesson she'll never forget.
Officials separating them here.
Vicious shot to the throat.
Hold on, it looks like Rhea Ripley's got some brass knuckles, and the referee has no idea.
No question as to whether this superstar will resort to cheating.
What? Mommy just attacked Poppy?
Maybe Rhea didn't like Dom getting so close to her ally.
And now she's showing her what true brutality looks like.
Repeated kicks to the so-called Poppy.
Speaking of Dom, I don't think he likes seeing Mommy and Poppy fighting.
I'm not sure if Dominic can stop Rhea Ripley if she has a score to settle here.
Apparently, Dom has no intention of stopping her. And Rhea's reclaiming her status as the alpha in this relationship.
She just took her head off with those brass knuckles.
I don't think we'll be seeing Dominic or Rhea in Cap's corner anytime soon.
Well, this was a tenuous relationship from the start that was bound to blow up sooner than later.
Once again, the age-old question has been answered. Who gets custody of Dominic Mysterio? And this time, the answer, Rhea Ripley.
So, how's it going? Didn't really expect to run into you here. Was kind of just planning on waiting for my flight, listening to my book on tape.
I know I haven't been in touch lately.
Yep, that's definitely what's making this awkward. Not how mean and brutal you've been.
But did you see what Rhea did to me? Can you believe that?
I do follow the product, and yes. But did you really expect to steal Dom without any consequences?
I didn't steal anyone. Do you have any idea what it's like to have someone you trust betray you?
You mean kind of like you did with Psycho Sally?
That's not my point.
Or that rookie Carly Prime?
Not helping.
Or literally anyone you've come into contact with recently? I know you've got these big-time issues against WWE management, but you should really stop and look at what you've become.
Someone with striking fashion sense?
You know there are more colors than black, right?
Black's not technically a color.
Not my point.
I know it's not. I'm attempting to diffuse the situation.
Honestly, you could stand to diffuse this whole situation. Brutality has a time and place, but maybe it's not all the time and everywhere.
It's possible you have a point. But I also can't let Rhea's betrayal stand.
Well, I guess you don't have to drop the brutality right away. After all, sometimes soul-searching takes time. You might not find anything in that dark soul of yours until after you take care of Rhea Ripley.
I don't think I will.
Mommy's walking solo tonight.
But Poppy not letting her go without a fight.
These two are going to tear each other apart.
Just like you popped your little buddy Psycho Sally in the face. Man, that was brutality.
I actually feel kind of bad about that.
That's what separates the brutal from the boring, Cap. The only feeling Cactus ever had was wanting to taste his own blood pouring down his own face.
We're a little more PG nowadays, so...
When Cactus went out there and had a street fight with Triple H, there was no guilt, no fear, nothing but the cold, dead eyes of the man from Truth or Consequences.
Damn, yeah, that was good. Great.
Now that you brought the brutality, you think you have that kind of fight in you?
To take on Triple H?
You leave Triple H to Jack. He's mine. But if you deigned to let me stand by your side back then, I'd sure want you taking care of his partner in crime, even if she's also authority. Would you be down to bring brutality to anyone?
You saw what I did to everyone in my path. I have the brutality to grind anyone down.
Then I've got just the match for you. Hold on to your hat, because if you think you know brutality, just you wait. Bang, bang.
Someone's been busy, hasn't she?
I'd like to think I understood the assignment.
That you have. And it's still the tip of the iceberg. Have a fantastic opportunity for you.
I'm listening.
How would you like to try your hand at one of the most unique experiences in WWE? A position where you'll be able to set the agenda, take control of the whole of the WWE universe, and truly make a mark.
And this magical mystery opportunity will let me do all that?
Indeed, in the prestigious role of WWE Raw General Manager.
Isn't that you? What, are you going on vacation or something?
Well, now that you mention it, I may have plans.
Aha!
But this is fertile ground for you too. Stepping into a WWE authority role, applying your talents to the other side of sports entertainment. Sure, booking may be a balancing act sometimes, but you already know that from your work as co-owner of TBD.
I'm not convinced that this offer isn't just because you want a vacation. But nonetheless, I'll do it.
Splendid! I can't wait to catch my flight. See you in action.
So when do I start?
Well, I should start heading to the airport. So, how's now?
Seriously?
Don't worry, Raw practically GMs itself. Sure, Bianca needs a challenger for Survivor Series. Bailey and Becky have both been bothering me incessantly about their booking, and the suits in Stamford are especially sensitive to ratings right now. But you'll figure it out.
All that GMs itself? Are you sure that's it?
Yes. Oh, wait. No. Charlotte needs an opponent for tonight. Actually, this is a good way for you to set the tone of how you'll be running Raw. Every match should tell a story, so you just need to decide which story you'd like to tell.
Such as?
Are you going to choose an up-and-comer like Nikita Lyons to challenge the Queen? Maybe someone she has a lot of history with, like Rhea Ripley. Or maybe you want to dig into Charlotte's past a bit further. She goes way back with Natalya, including the feud that made Charlotte the first woman to hold all major singles titles in WWE. So, what kind of story do you want to tell? Who will you choose to take on Charlotte?
I think Nikita Lyons would offer an interesting challenge. I have no hard feelings, despite her involvement with the Beacon. And I like the idea of pushing an up-and-comer.
Fantastic choice. Well, good luck to you. I have every confidence. And just a word of advice. Do try to be as neutral as possible as GM. You may find yourself rooting for the talent you put forth. Sometimes even as strongly as if you were in the ring yourself.
I wanted to stop by and congratulate you on your new role. So, congrats. It's only temporary while Regal does whatever he's doing on vacation. But thanks. And giving Nikita Lyons the chance against Charlotte, and she pulled off a win? That was a great matchup. I love that you have a commitment to newer talent as GM. I actually feel the same way about pushing the next generation. Always have. And as your liaison to NXT, I wanted to offer you an opportunity. What's that? An opportunity to showcase more of our top talent on Raw in a next-gen battle royal. And Nikita probably has a leg up from her match with Charlotte, but it'll be great for all talent involved to get the spotlight and some reps in.
Yep.
I love that idea. I'll set it up for our next episode.
I'm not here to fight. Good. I don't want to fight either.
Then maybe we can work together on my idea?
And what's that?
Survivor Series. I know for a fact that not only has Raw not announced a main event, but Regal had nothing in the plans yet. So, let's take the bull by the horns and do something truly spectacular. War Games!
I can't just book a War Games match, Shotzi.
Why not? Are you GM in name only?
No. I mean, I love War Games as much as the next person. But it's not a match to be taken lightly. You need a reason. Something that merits putting two teams who want each other's throats inside a double ring cage to battle it out with abandon. Who'd even be the captains?
I captained my team in NXT, and I was excellent.
Ah, so this is the classic, my pitch is that I should be in a main event pitch, right? There are rules to booking.
Excuse me, but when did Little Miss TBD Rebel, who puts people through tables, become a lawful, good rule follower? Don't you ever just want to smash things for the hell of it anymore?
Decisions. All war games, but it is bad.
Actually, you may have a point. I do miss that.
So let's screw the so-called rules and do this. Put yourself in it against me, and we can absolutely destroy each other in that cage. We pick teams, go all out, and millions of people tune in to watch the joyful carnage. The two of us are perfect for War Games. You're the captain, and I already drive a tank to the ring, for crying out loud.
You know what, Shotzi? It might not be a terrible idea. Let me think on it.
That's all I'm asking for.
If I could have a minute.
What is it, Troy? I honestly don't have time for your tone tonight. I'm trying to manage a show.
I put him in an ambulance match against, I don't know, Andre the Giant or something.
My tone? I would never use a tone with you. I think you're doing a great job. Top notch.
Ha ha, very funny. Oh, you're serious. I guess now that I'm the management, you have to suck up to me.
I'm not sucking up. I think your ideas are genius, boss.
Of course they are, Troy. I'm smart. Now what's up?
Becky and Bailey. They're being particularly difficult in hounding us to be named Bianca's next challenger at Survivor Series. I'm sure they snuck into your DMs too, but I'm used to superstars pestering us for opportunities. No offense. But this is getting out of hand. How do you want me to handle it?
Why don't we just have Becky and Bailey face each other for the title opportunity? That'll be a great match and solve our problem.
Great suggestion, boss. I'll set it up. Wow, you really know your stuff.
I could get used to this version of you, Troy. come to congratulate me on a successful show?
I'll tell you
I
what.
was just out back talking to Justine about the successful Battle Royal.
So you didn't see the #1 contender match with Becky and Bailey?
No, that match practically booked itself. Why? Who won? Who are we putting against Bianca at Survivor Series?
We have a problem. Damage Control ran in during the match, and at first it looked like maybe a straightforward DQ victory for Becky, but then she got irked and went after them. And technically the bell rang at some point, but with all the fighting that broke out outside the ring, nobody really won. And we still need a challenger for Bianca. If I may make a meager suggestion, Survivor Series is right around the corner. You may just have to step up as GM and make a decision.
No, we still have one Raw left before Survivor Series. Let's do a rematch. Becky versus Bailey to determine Bianca's challenger.
Do you really think the match will go any differently this time around?
I do. Because as much as it pains me to admit it, you're right about one thing. I need to step up as GM. So I'll be serving as special guest referee.
Oh, cool.
Well, that was something.
Hey, you were the one who said I should put my finger on the scale.
Yeah, but I thought the "and don't get caught" part was implied. Guess not.
I wasn't actively trying to get caught.
Too bad you don't have the chance to course correct the championship match before Survivor Series.
But maybe I do.
How? Survivor Series is this weekend. You can't send Becky and Bailey back out there tonight for another rematch.
No, but there's another option. As someone said recently, I'm Miss TBD Rebel, not a lawful good rule follower. And Raw is a 3-hour show. There's an announcement I need to make.
All right, Miss TBD Rebel. Whatever you've got up your sleeve, good luck.